Beginning from the lamp at the bottom of the research hall, Simon should have moved to this location and offer new dialogue.
Oh, hello. Not a pretty sight, is it? The true face of the blood-worshipping, beast-purging, healing church. But that's not all. You seek the secrets held by the nightmare, do you not? Then here's what you must do. Climb the astral clock tower and kill Maria. She hides the real secret.
Then step back into the clock tower for an opportunity to pick up a few new items found in the poison puddle below the spiral stairs. Among these, a strong triangular blood gem. Then simply make your way out of the poison and pop an antidote. Now that the stairs have been raised, a new type of clock tower patient has emerged that is strapped into this larva-like form. This type of patient is easily dispatched, but they do have some unique attacks that differentiate them from the other patients of the tower. From the first floor still, step inside Adeline's room, the same room with the elevator. After picking up both copies of brain fluid from the enlarged heads in the last video, we have all the items necessary to complete Adeline's questline.
Please, could you do something for me? I need brain fluid. Murky, mushy brain fluid. Oh, thank you. You're terribly kind. Oh, it's wonderful. Oh, I hear the sticky sound. Do you hear it too? Oh, I know. Will you have my blood as thanks? I'll have you know, I was once a blood saint too, so do come back if you ever run dry of saint's blood.
You'll need to consume any you might be carrying from Adela or Ariana to pick up the vial from Adeline, so consume any you might be carrying and accept hers.
Oh, hello again. Will you accept my blood as thanks? That makes me happy, but I cannot move. Look, on my right arm. I'm sorry to trouble you, but you don't mind, do you?
Use her blood, which restores HP, then restores more HP over time, then quit and reload the game. This should progress the questline to the next step and allow you to give her another copy of brain fluid.
Hello? Hello? Is anyone there? Please, somebody, I need help. I'm trying, but I'm afraid the sound is fading. Hello? Is that who I think it is? Please. Oh, please, I need brain fluid. The sticky sound is fading fast. Please bring me brain fluid. I must have it. That sound, it is all that guides me. Without it, I'll be sent back to my former, lesser years. Yes, that's it. Let me have it. I can hear it. Yes. The sound that guides me. Thank you. Thank you so much. You have saved me. Take this charm. Lady Maria gave it to me, but it is all I can offer, other than my own blood. Please, do not abandon me. I promise to do good. Oh, hello. Do you hear that? The sticky sound, as clear as day. Slip, slop, drip, drop, slip, slop. How it extraordinary. Do you think that water drips even down deep below at the bottom of the sea? Can you hear it?
Once again, accept her blood and consume it. And once again, quit and reload the game. Upon returning, Adeline should be missing from her chair. She is now nothing but another enlarged head and can be found in the corner near the door. The last copy of brain fluid is obtained from attacking Adeline herself. Take her brain fluid and return it to her.
Please, give me brain fluid. The sticky sound whispers I need my baptism. Or perhaps I'm already brimming over. I see a shape. My guide, I see your voice, clearly as it bends and bleeds. My own revelation, just for me. Thank you for everything. Really, I used to be nothing.
Adeline may be gone, but by finishing her quest, you obtain the Milkweed rune. Similar to the Beast's Embrace Oath rune obtained from defeating Lawrence, Milkweed also transforms the player character, only this time into a kin. While wearing this rune does increase your item discovery, its real use won't come into play until later. Also worth mentioning, the symbol of this Eldritch rune, obviously inspired by the works of author H.P. Lovecraft, actually formed the letters H and P. Whether this was intended by FromSoft, I'm not sure, but if so, that is quite the Easter egg, Mr. Miyazaki. Back in the research hall, use the balcony key given to you by Adeline to unlock the only remaining locked door on the first floor. This leads out to the Nightmares version of the Lumenflower Gardens from Upper Cathedral Ward. Dropping down onto the roof below, make your way down to the center of the gardens. There are a ton of research patients here with deadly and unpredictable arcane attacks. I recommend you drop down into the flowers, sprint for the hunter tool on the body of the patient strapped to the chair, and immediately run for the breakable window that leads to the Grand Cathedral. Inside, take a left and kill the scurrying beast for some chunks. Saved from the patients, you finally have an opportunity to examine the item you just picked up. The Black Sky Eye is a simple arcane missile that fires quickly and consumes one bullet. Requiring 16 arcane, but with an S scaling in the stat, the eye could be a part of a majority of builds. Continuing along the railing to the right, you'll need to drop down the hole in the floor. But first, jump across the gap and open the chest on the end for a triangular blood gem that restores 4 HP per second. With that, drop down into the Grand Cathedral with the elevator that leads to the research hall. Armed with the underground cell key picked up in the last video, make your way down the stairs into the research prison. Take out the wheelchair hunter and the cathedral guardian same as before, then use the key to open the locked doors in this tunnel. The door on the far end holds old hunter Yamamura, who is losing his sanity rapidly. This NPC can be summoned for assistance with Dark Beast Parl, the One Reborn, and the Living Failures. By killing him, you can no longer use him for these boss battles, but you will obtain his armor set. The item description tells of Yamamura's travel to Yharnam and how he met Valter, but eventually was lost to madness. Wear this armor set to assume the guise of a maddened beast hunter from the east. Another locked cell holds a hostile NPC hunter armed with the church pick and the repeating pistol. This hunter is especially dangerous, and rather than fighting him in the dark hallway, I recommend you lead the enemy up the stairs and fight him in the open expanse of the Grand Cathedral, where dodging these dangerous attacks is much easier. I recommend dashing in for some quick strikes while his weapon has been transformed into its extended form. This way you won't have to worry about shots from his pistol, and can rest assured that the attacks from this somewhat slow weapon will be easily predicted. Defeat the hunter to obtain the church pick, a spear that transforms into a piercing halberd, much like the lucerne from Dark Souls. Requiring 9 skill and 14 strength, this spear is certainly a unique and fun to use weapon, but the fact that it's obtained so late in game is unfortunate. If you want to use this as your main weapon, you will probably have to rely on and upgrade something found earlier on to make it this far. With that, there is nothing left to complete in the research hall, so teleport back to the Lumen 1 Gardens lamp and open the gates to the clock tower. Inside, make your way across the room and examine the corpse of Lady Maria to begin the boss fight.
A corpse should be left well alone. Oh, I know very well how the secrets beckon so sweetly. Only an honest death will cure you now. Liberate you from your wild curiosity.
Maria is armed with a rakuyo, a double-bladed weapon similar to both the Blade of Mercy and Chikage. At first she moves somewhat slowly, but attacks and dodges quickly thanks to a constant Old Hunter's Bone effect applied to her evasion. In most cases, it's more effective to dodge forward or backward rather than to the side, because of how well most of her attacks track. She may reattach her 2 swords to make a twin blade type weapon, as well as free up her left hand for a firearm, which appears to be the Adeline. Take out about a third of her health, and watch her buff her weapons by stabbing them into her chest and coating them with blood. This greatly extends the range of her blades, and makes putting the size of the arena to use a necessity rather than an option. Her attacks are a little slower now, and this additional time to dodge should be well received since her range has been essentially doubled. From the second phase onward, she's armed with a jumping attack that has great tracking and is all too familiar to anyone who has fought Gehrman. Also like Gehrman, Maria can be easily parried, and if you're struggling with the fight or want to kill her as fast as possible, chaining parries is without a doubt the most effective strategy. After reaching the last third or so of her health, Maria will buff her weapons a second time, this time adding fire damage to her already high damage output. Although this does increase the damage of her rakuyo, perhaps the most dangerous thing about this buff is the way that it extends the hit duration of her weapon. The fire effect appears after the original attack, meaning that you essentially have 2 attacks to dodge with every swipe of her sword. You will want to end the fight quickly at this point, but be careful that you don't get greedy in wanting to claim your kill. Getting too close at the wrong time is still a bad decision. Finish off Maria for the Celestial Dial, which can be used to open the way forward to the next area. But before putting your new key item to use, take the lamp back to the Hunter's Dream and pay the Bath Messengers at the Insight Shop a visit. After defeating Maria, her armor set is available for purchase for 14 insight total. The set's similarity to the Cainhurst Knight set is no coincidence as it turns out. According to the item description, Maria is both distantly related to Annalise, the Vileblood Queen, and was one of the first students of Gehrman, making her a unique link between the Knights of Cainhurst and the Healing Church Hunters. In fact, one wonders if perhaps the silver locks of the Knight's wig weren't crafted in admiration for Lady Maria. With that, return to the clock tower and use the Celestial Dial to open the path to the next and last area of the Old Hunters DLC.